What's going on, everybody? Tywin here again, bringing you the second part of my block only playthrough video series. This is starting the rebirth right after we beat Sadie using only block, and the first boss I come up against is this giant monstrosity Wretch. So let's see how we fare against him just blocking. Now, monstrosities are a little different. We're going to have to parry one attack that they do. When they try and chomp you, you have to parry those, or else they're gonna bite down on you and try to eat you. It'll be the one exception in this series that we do not block. Because if you block it, or you can't block it, if you try and block it, you will get bit. And then you have to try and tap to survive getting eaten by the monstrosity. So that will be the one exception to the no attacking rule. It's not really attacking, it's still a form of defense, but it's not blocking. It is parrying, but you'll only see that when I take on the monstrosities that try to chomp you down. Right there, he got me, but we're quick on the tap, so we'll just tap out of that little jaw lock and we'll continue blocking him. Now this gameplay will go up through the very first version of Fame. So it's going to be a long one. It's going to be almost 16 minutes. You can let me know in the comment section what you think, of course, about this video series and whether you like it and you want to see more. I want to do the whole playthrough. I think it'd be cool to see me take on every Titan I can using block. The one I'm having trouble with, like I had mentioned in the first video, is I'm having trouble right now with Red. So I haven't gotten any video of that yet, but I'm not going to give up quite yet. Maybe we'll be able to take him on. It's just such a long fight. You need to have a lot more block points. Beating him with heavy is no problem, but beating him only blocking becomes quite challenging, as he takes a lot of block points. Even on old game, when the max he can take away is 5, he does so many attacks that you have to block. Well, I mean, every attack you have to block when you're playing a block only playthrough, but his attacks take away so many block points each time that he becomes quite challenging to try to kill Zen Light. Other than that, I think we're going to see every boss for sure taken down with just blocking, and you'll see a nice variety of Titans taken down just using the blocking technique. So I don't really have much to say tip-wise or anything. This is just fun to see if it's possible to beat a whole game only blocking and to see what that would look like. But just remember to block into the attack. As I've said in my other heavy tutorial videos, block into the attack. It's coming from the middle. Hit that one. Block in the middle. It's coming from the left or the right. Use block left or right, but always block towards the attack. In dodge, sometimes you're dodging away from the attack. And in heavy weapons blocking, you need to block at the attack. The other thing to watch out for is sometimes when you're playing heavy, if you get hit once, Cyrus does not recover quick enough to then block the next attack either. So sometimes you can get hit by 2 or 3 attacks in a row if you miss the initial block. And I call this, I guess it's like a block doom, similar to the dodge doom, where if you dodge too many times you're going to find yourself without enough time to dodge the next attack. Well, there is a sort of doom when playing heavy as well, which we'll call block doom, and that occurs, like I said, when you miss the initial attack in the sequence, and you miss the block on an initial attack in that sequence. You sometimes do not have enough time to recover to block the next attack, so you end up getting hit with a string of attacks, and you feel helpless because you can't oftentimes block at all because he's moving too fast. This can happen sometimes with just a normal attack. If he swipes you and you miss the block and another swipe comes directly after it, you can sometimes not recover quick enough to get the next block in either, and then you get hit a couple times there as well. Oops, gotta restart that because I accidentally attacked him, and that is a no-no for my playthrough here. But it's hard sometimes to remember that you can't attack, because the instinct, like I said in my other video, the instinct as soon as you get that block break is you start slashing him and just destroying him. So what do you guys think of the cudgel weapon? It's the heavy weapon that I'm using. It has 2 heavy weapon slots, which is why I like it. It's the only one that has 2 heavy weapon slots. So you can put 2 heavy gems. I have 2 on block damage, X amount. One is 800 something, one is 900 something. But it's only beneficial if you have those on block damage. I'll bring a video here sometime that shows what happens if you put 2 combo/1 gems in the cudgel and try and do the combo/1 dance. It actually does not help much at all in terms of damage. I haven't noticed any difference. You can still do the dance and it will make that, you'll get 3 slashes instead of the 2. You get 1 normally, you get 2 with combo/1, then you get 3 with another combo/1, and that third slash won't do any damage. It will do damage if you do a combo/1 dance. So you can end up getting 6 slashes, but you can end up getting 6 slashes just with a normal combo/1. And I've never gotten more than 6 slashes with 2 combo/1 gems attached. So I like this weapon only for the reason that you can put block gems on it. Otherwise, there's no point in using it for 2 combo/1 gems. You can put 1 combo/1 and 1 on block damage. But then it's a pretty good weapon. I think it actually looks really cool also with the dark armor. You kind of feel like you're a gladiator with this like wooden spear type thing. But I had someone on the forums a while back mention that I made a video on Infinity Blade Master's channel that showed my top 3 heavy weapons, and people got upset because I didn't include some of the weapons that they thought did more attack power, like the Anarch Axe. They thought that should be on the best, and the reason I didn't put it on my top 3 is because you can't do the combo/1 gem. It's good in raw power, but it's not good with gem slots, and especially if you play old games. Gem slots and gems in general are how you make your character stronger. So in terms of having the best gem slots and the best heavy weapon, check out that video on the Infinity Blade Masters channel and see what you think, but I would not include the Anarch Axe in that discussion just because it does not have very many or very good gem slots in it compared to some of the other heavy weapons. Alright, so we're a little over halfway through this first rebirth here, and we should be fighting version one of Thane here pretty soon. And then we get into the fun stuff where we can start taking on the other titans like the Dark Fiend and the Bog Giant Moss Golem, the Sky Cages bosses, and of course the other 3 Sentinels, which should be fun to try and take on using heavy weapons. I'll just show you quick the Scholar's Map. If you don't know where it is, if you've gotten it and have not found it before, it is at this bookcase over here to the left before you fight this monstrosity. Right where the X was on the map. I already got it in this file, but I just wanted to show that quick because we were there and I had that map just for anyone who may not have known. Stock up on some keys here so we can continue to open any chests we come across, and then we'll take on the MX Hulk, which I really enjoy fighting him with the heavy weapons. His step backs are a lot easier using heavy than any other weapon class, in my opinion. What's coined the football step back is very easy to crack if you're just using heavy weapons to block. Although, if you've seen any of Tamel's videos on her step back, I believe she does one on the MX Hulk on Tam L channel that shows you how to crack the football step back, and it's not hard, it's just all about timing, but it's really easy with the heavy weapon. All you basically do is block in the middle until he's done with the attack, which he finishes off, I think, with like an attack from the left or right. So it's basically just all in the middle for the football step back, which you didn't do here. All in the middle and then one side block at the end. Pretty easy. Alright, we got just one more Titan to take on before we can meet Thane, version 1. We'll just go ahead and throw that in because why not? Block damage, unblock damage, Titan 83 or whatever, 88, whatever that said. Not really all that helpful, but if they have it, might as well use it. Right? Right. So we'll just take on the Exopilot and then we can go fight Thane. An Exopilot is like the mini Rift, but much easier to block, defeat him, because he does not have insane amount of health, and he does not use all of Rift's step backs. Although I wonder if in the story in Infinity Blade 3 if they'll explain more about the Blade Master and his similarity to the Exopilot, and if he and the Blade Masters are related somehow to all these MX robots and machines. Because if you look at Rift, he is just basically a darker version of the Exopilot with a little more acrobatics and a lightsaber. So I don't know. I hope we learn more about Rift, his backstory, why he's called a Blade Master, and if there are other Blade Masters out there, and maybe this is pure speculation and anything, but because you can wield a solar weapon yourself, was Cyrus once a Blade Master as well, or once Alsar, I should say, once a Blade Master. That would be cool, in my opinion, if he was. I guess we will see if that is the case as the games and media continue. Obviously, Donald Mustard said there's going to be more games, more books, and more other things, whatever those other things are. Lots of other merchandise options out there for Infinity Blade. So we're gonna hopefully in the future, near future as well, see a lot more. So that was just showing you the key treasure map. The first time you go there, you'll get a large key, then you'll get a medium key, then you'll get a small key, and then after that you'll just get money. But that always has a treasure when you come fight Thane the first time in old game or original game. I call it old game, I guess original game, whatever you want to call it. But Thane version 1, just like always, he's very easy, but he has very little health. So we're going to take him down here real soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more of this block only playthrough, and until next time, this is Tywin. Peace.